by Mr. Mahinda Wijesinghe. The Most Venerable Mahopadhyaya Matara Sri Nanarama Maha Thera was a monk in a million, indeed a man apart. It was my supreme joy and fortunate that I first met him about 4 years ago, but before I could fathom the enormity and the magnitude of this personage, he was no more. The end of April 1992 knelt his parting from us, a parting that has still not healed. Loku Hamuduruwo, as he was known to us lesser mortal, changed our lives. Without so much as even a word or action of free proof, he set our minds on the right track, the path. It was by example. The embodiment of Sila, his wisdom was acute, his compassion abounding, while his equanimity and humility was beyond compare. It seemed almost unfair that one person could be so much. He was a living example of the Dhamma. It was not easy even for those with a lot of dust in their eyes to realize what the enlightened one taught. Loku Hamuduruwo was an inspiration in an era of despair and degeneration. The Buddhism in his omniscience unerringly categorized all humans into Tamasutta, as those who are born in the dark and continue in the dark, or those born in the dark and go into the light, or those who born in the light and go into the dark, and those who born in the light and continue in the light. Obviously, the most venerable monk belonged to the last category, a man who donned the yellow robe for 75 years could not be any other, especially when that person had a virya of Loku Hamuduruwo. Having been a monk who strictly adhered to the code of conduct as propounded in the Vanaya for 3/4 of a century, he would not have recognized a currency note or a coin even if he saw one. But he was amply served and was full of riches. His riches being faith, saddha, virtue, sila, learnedness, sutta, gifting and relinquishment, chaga, and wisdom, panya. And so great were his merits that he was venerated and revered by all who came to know him. To genuflect before him was both the joy and a privilege. As the Mangala Sutta states, worshipping those worthy of worship. The love and devotion both the laity and the clergy had for him was total. Both were particularly failing and tripping over their feet to serve him. On his part, he was quite unmoved by all of this fuss. He quite simply preferred the sylvan setting of his beloved Mithirigala, which afforded him the solitude he yearned for. From the setting he From the setting, he also dispensed medication, as a physician would, to those in need, whether they be a clergy or the laity, with equal facility. He was a teacher par excellence, a teacher of teachers, and the learned among the learned. He administrated mental solace and spiritual guidance with the dexterity of a skilled physician. Additionally, the Venerable Thera was endowed more than amply with the 4 Brahma Viharas of Metta, Karuna, Mudita, and Upekha. Even my 10-year-old daughter was swamped by his bountiful Metta and Karuna. He even had time for her. He could speak her language. Sometimes when Lokuhamudru speak to elders, the words may be far above her, but yet she would love to listen to him. Such was his magnetism even to a child, and that endearing smile was never too far away, like a beautiful and aromatic flower. He attracted many and had honey for those who wanted. Lokuhamudru's constant admonition to all of us was the meditate, meditate, and meditate. That's the only way, he used to repeat. As an accepted master, he knew its fruits. His booklet of the subject Anapanasati Bhavana is a gem and strongly recommended for beginners and the experienced alike. His fame as a master of meditation is known the world over, and many are those who flock to him for his guidance. He was a lamp unto many. Nanarama, place of wisdom, was an apt name. The Buddha preached that the Dhamma is lovely in the beginning, lovely in the middle, and lovely at the end. Being the living embodiment of the Dhamma, Lokuhamudru was indeed a lovely personage, and he is no more. As the Buddha once again stated in the Thana Sutta, all that is lovely and delightful is of the nature to be otherwise and separate. This is my humble tribute to you, O Aryan. Thank you for having cast your noble and compassionate eyes on us and elucidated the Dhamma in all its brilliance. But it is for us to strive with the diligence.